In the fascinating world of nature, animals have evolved various structural adaptations to survive and thrive in a variety of environments. From the soaring heights of mountains to the depths of seas, each species has evolved unique features to fit its environment. In this video, we look at the complexities of structural adaptations in many species, with 8 outstanding instances that demonstrate nature's brilliance. Number 1. Wood frogs freeze their bodies. To survive the winter, more than 60% of Alaskan wood frogs freeze solid. They stop breathing and their hearts stop beating. This enables them to withstand temperatures as low as 3.2 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the spring, they melt. In order to get this semi-frozen condition, frogs store enormous levels of glucose in their organs and tissues. The sugar functions as a cryoprotectant, preventing ice crystals from forming inside cells, which may puncture blood vessels and cause tissue damage. During their hibernation, frogs do not urinate, instead utilizing urea to protect themselves against ice. Number 2. Kangaroo rats survive with very little water. Kangaroo rats have evolved to thrive in the arid desert. They acquire all of the moisture they require from the mesquite beans and grass seeds they eat. Every gram of seeds produces half a gram of water. The rat's kidneys create highly concentrated urine, which helps conserve water. During the hottest and driest months, when kangaroo rats require more water, they receive it from insects and vegetation. These animals also have excellent hearing and can jump up to 9 feet, allowing them to avoid owls, snakes, and other predators. Creating burrows in the soil allows them to store seeds and escape from the unforgiving climate. Number 3. Antarctic fish have antifreeze proteins in their blood. Nototheniod fish produce their own antifreeze proteins to survive in the icy southern ocean that surrounds Antarctica. Most fish cannot survive in water temperatures as low as 28 degrees Fahrenheit. The antifreeze proteins bind to ice crystals in their blood, preventing the crystals from growing and harming tissues and cells. Scientists believe that the crystals subsequently move to the fish's spleen, where they are kept until they can safely melt. This exceptional adaptation explains why these fish account for 90% of the region's fish population. Scientists have studied the proteins to solve problems ranging from preventing freezer-burnt ice cream to keeping donated organs cold and undamaged during transport. Number 4. Some frogs create mucus cocoons to survive the dry season. Frogs that live in locations with dry seasons or droughts must protect their skin when there isn't enough moisture in the air. Some Australian species burrow into the soil and cocoon themselves in layers of discarded skin and glandular secretions, such as mucus. The Cyclorana australis frog spends the first several months of the dry season in a shallow burrow about 1 to 3 inches deep. As the environment becomes more arid, it begins to develop its cocoon. Even before they form their cocoons, frogs store extra water in their bladders. Researchers have taken australis frogs from their burrows at between 2 and 4 months and weighed them. Their increased weight, up to 136% of their regular body mass, indicates that they retain a lot of water to prevent dehydration or desiccation. When the rains come, the frog emerges, usually after spending approximately 6 months underground. Number 5. Cuttlefish blend into their surroundings. Cuttlefish have the astonishing ability to change color and texture to fit with their surroundings. Though colorblind, they are able to detect various wavelengths of light and mimic their surroundings. The cuttlefish may change color by contracting or relaxing the muscles around its pigmented skin cells, known as chromatophores. According to some estimates, a cuttlefish contains approximately 10 million of these skin cells, individually controlled by neurons. The animal can generate patterns such as dots and stripes by controlling which cells are turned on and off. Think of it as a 4K TV with nearly 8 million pixels. Some cuttlefish skin also possesses papillae, which expand like balloons and appear rigid like coral. Together, these characteristics enable cuttlefish to avoid predators and sneak up on unsuspecting prey. Number 6. Tube worms thrive in a mix of magma and freezing seawater. Scientists once believed that the deep ocean floor did not contain any of life. However, In 1977, they discovered enormous tube worms dwelling along the Galapagos Rift, some 1.5 miles below the ocean's surface. These invertebrates thrive in hydrothermal vents, where cold seawater mixes with magma. Tube worms are surrounded by total darkness, with their base awash in hydrothermal fluid, heated water filled with dissolved elements and compounds, and their tops stretching into oxygenated seawater. They have no digestive system and can grow to be more than 6 feet long. Long white tubes end in red plumes filled with hemoglobin. These plumes function similarly to gills by circulating oxygen, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide. Number 7. Pufferfish can inflate to more than double their original size. Slow-swimming fish can have a tough time escaping predators. Pufferfish have elastic stomachs that they can fill with water if they feel threatened. Some species have spines instead of scales that pop up when they puff to seem extra threatening. Other times, they expand simply to stretch their muscles. They can swell to more than twice their original size. Additionally, most pufferfish produce a neurotoxin known as tetrodotoxin, which can cause paralysis and seizures. In some situations, consuming a pufferfish can result in death, and a few individuals die each year from eating fugu, a dish created with fish. Number 8. Okapi have scent glands on their feet to mark their territory. Okapis resembles a hybrid of giraffes and zebras. However, at 5 feet tall, they are substantially smaller than their long-necked counterparts. They reside in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where it is extremely hot and predators like leopards are always present. Okapi have a number of essential adaptations that help them to survive. Their dark, striped coats help camouflage them in the sun-streaked tropical rainforest. Solitary animals, the scent glands on their feet spread a tar-like substance to mark their territory. Their big ears allow them to detect slight sounds. Ruminants communicate with their calves using low-frequency infrasonic calls, which do not warn predators. Their 12 to 18-inch tongue allows them to grab branches from trees and wash their eyes and ears. Finally, these 8 species and their structural adaptations demonstrate the incredible diversity of life on Earth, as well as the various ways in which creatures have evolved to thrive in their environments. Each adaptation is a testament to the ingenuity of evolution, allowing these animals to carve out unique niches and prosper in the natural world.